Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion, and welcome back to the Dawning with Destiny 2. Now, as it is the reset, of course there is a bunch of other things to go for, but just to give you a time update as of this video, there is at least 14 days total, or 2 full weeks, 2 full resets, I should say, until the Dawning goes away. So if there's anything you want, weapons, cosmetics, cookies, anything, you have 2 weeks left to do it. Now, into the main ordeal stuff. So, for our strikes, we have, currently for our Nightfall, we have Birthplace of the Vile for our rotation strike. Now, it's not that annoying, it's more annoying, not as annoying as like a Light Blade or anything. So in terms of farming, it's not too terrible right now. You know, avoid burn, the bosses avoid sniper, the Wraith Vandal thingy, and oh, you know, almost a whole scorn, so that's annoying on its own. But aside from that, if you want it, it would be the Hung Jury, which is currently available, not the Adept version, just the Hung Jury. But of course, it is updated because this one didn't have the Origin perks. They added one that has the Strike, the Nightfall, and the Amalon Origin perks of refresh on its variety. So if you want an access to the Hung Jury again, now is the time. But aside from that, like I said, it won't be Adept. We have to wait until Grandmasters for them. Now, going into everything else, there's nothing really new for Gambit. No boosters, no nada. But speaking of boosters, we do currently have an active booster in Crucible. So if you wanted to grind the ranks, get anything done, it is, of course, double rank. But it's weird seeing that, considering that in the next 2 weeks, right after Dawning ends, we're getting Iron Banner, which means we'll have another Valor boosted in literally just 2 weeks. But aside from everything else, in terms of our rotation things, we have Prophecy as our rotation pinnacle dungeon, in case you wanted to farm that. While we're here with King's Fall, currently it is the Under Construction challenge, which I keep forgetting what that is. I'm not up to date on King's Fall challenge mode stuff. I think that is Daughters, because I believe it was Golgoroth last week. But aside from that as well, for the Master Mode, it is Intellect-focused armor for its farming, well, requirements. But aside from that, let's see, everywhere else in the world, it was, back to Europa, because Europa is currently the rotation farmable raid. Now, I recommend that folks get on this, because all challenges are active. That means everything is mega farmable right now. And also, deep sight weapons from this raid will allow you to craft a new version of them. They also come with new origin perks. So aside from, if you have no interest in crafting, it's worth going through at least once, just because then you can craft the good version of some of these guns. I don't have any on me, but basically they'll have origin traits, new refresh on perks as well, and a variety of other options. So I definitely recommend farming Crypt this week. But aside from that, that is our rotation raid. Now, into the rest of the world. Now, checking with Eternity. Now, for our Dares of Eternity rotation in here, for our Legend mode, we have Fallen, Hive, and Zydron, for those that must know, in case it's a little bit easier to do those things. Now, into the Throne World, checking our rotation things. For Vow of the Disciple, we have Looping Catalyst, which is Rolk challenge. No Master Mode, though. No Adept Vow weapons available just yet. Sorry about that. But as well, still, Spire the Watcher is still our rotation dungeon, but I'm not sure if anything has changed with it. Of course, there is a Master Mode now. I don't remember if this was here on launch, but of course, you do get access to Artifice Armor in case you do it, if you're brave enough. But then for our weekly rotation mission, it is currently the Ghost, which is the third mission in the campaign, where you have to fight the Rexus Vaughn Hangman knockoff, the really annoying one, if I can put a label on it. But aside from that, into the seasonal stuff. So, seasonal stuff is rotating as usual. I believe we have a new Heist Battlegrounds Arena that is available, which I think is the one that's on the Morningstar, aka the Deepstone Crypt satellite that we allegedly destroyed. But as well, we have for the Heist Battlegrounds, we have the Legend version. So there is going to be some stuff. Legend modifiers go as follows. Regardless of your power, will be 10 light below. Then Martyrs with explosive units having more health. Hot Knife for Shanks having shields. Solar Unstoppable things, as well as Equipment Lock and Shielded Foes of all 3 types. But this one is locked. This one will always be the Heist Battleground on Europa. So in case you wish to go for it, that is that one, which is the one where you, air quote, rescue Clovis again. But like I said, as well with the new seasonal stuff, so allegedly Revision 0 is around, which, come to think of it, I can just check this, if it's actually alive in the wild. Nope, can't see it just yet. Don't know where it is just yet, but you know, oh wait, I just remembered, I can check something. It's allegedly a pulse rifle. Oh, nope, maybe not. Maybe it's not a pulse rifle. Although they're really, sometimes they're good at hiding these things. So if you're wondering what I'm checking, a lot of times with weapons, there is some things that you can spoil by checking the, what's the word, ornaments tab. Because I'm not joking when I say this, back during, I meant to make a video on this, but I kind of forgot. This ornament for Vexman the Glass that is available brand new at the Dawning this year, this was already in here. Like, you could see this before the Dawning was a thing. So, it's hard to say. I know Revision 0 is a pulse rifle. Allegedly, it's out, but I see nothing suggesting it is in the main menu. I guess Secret Quest or something. I don't know. I haven't seen any videos saying it's crazy yet. But aside from that, let's see. Seasonal stuff. Ah, right. Seasonal challenges. As we get into that, we have, of course, a new set of weeks. So, More Than a Weapon 3, which is simply completing More Than a Weapon Week 3, as well as defeating Hive and Fallen anywhere in the system. And for the next upgrade, it's Seraph Shield 1, where you come up. There we go. Complete the exotic mission, Operation Seraph Shield, to earn Revision 0 Exotic Pulse Rifle. So, yes, that does exist. And then defeat combatants anywhere in the system using Pulse Rifle specifically, and that will also get you another upgrade for Mr. Clovis. And then the Seasonal Challenge, defeat combatants with Solar or Stasis in Heist Battlegrounds. And then Rapid Loadout, defeat targets with Pulse or Trace Rifles, bonus progress defeating Guardians, rapidly defeating combatants in Heist Battlegrounds as well in addition. Then, for our world area, it's Europa activities this time. For on Europa, earn progress by completing bounties, patrols, public events, and lost sectors. Then also, reach 1580 power, which if you reach Pinnacle Cap last season, you're already done. Then, close range calibration, specifically use sidearms, submachine guns, shotguns, glaives, and swords, specifically on Europa, bonus progress for rapidly defeated combatants. Then, for our playlist challenges for Gambit, it is defeating Taken and Gambit, earn bonus progress for defeating tougher components, or combatants. Scorched Earth, which is playing Scorched, because that's our rotator match. As usual, we have to do something in Scorched, as always. And then as well, Ultimate Champion, defeating champions in any Nightfall strike on hero difficulty or higher, bonus progress at higher difficulty tiers, easier to farm with fire teams in Master Mode, because I believe every challenge, or every defeat counts for everyone. Then, lastly, cleaning it up, seeing what Banshee has for sale. Now, we have Syncopation, which I already just covered this last week. Another Pulse Rifle, Stasis, Suros. Craftable, so as well, even though this might be a good roll for you, I'd recommend crafting it just to get the better roll. Now, Lunalata, 4B, a Stasis Bow, Vice. So it's unusual for Vice, just because how do you auto-reload a bow? But some unique rolls, although it's being Stasis, you can get stuff like Headstone and that sort of thing. Wish it was craftable, but currently is not, even though it's a Foundry gun. Bungie, what are you doing? Same thing with Snorri, a Foundry gun, Precision Frame Amalon Fusion Rifle. Pretty decent, not gonna lie, although this is a definitely contradictory roll. Amalon perk obviously gives you a little bit of a steady bonus, but of course various other things. Cantata, actually most of these guns. Also another Foundry one, probably one of the best Crucible hand cannons around in case you actually get a roll that you want. This is actually not half bad. Of course, Screw Accurized, Range Masterwork, yeah. Plus the Suros perk being just generally Crucible based. And then, both for Palmyra B and Taipan. Both of these guns are craftable. Both are pretty decent doing for damage. Now, honestly, I would recommend you just get these and make them yourself if you want these for damage. Something like Explosive Light Autoloader for Palmyra, and something like Triple Tap, or not Frenzy, but Firing Line for Taipan. That's pretty much the god roll for those. Now, that is everything for resets. Of course, I will cover Eververse as usual. I will cover the season, and likely Revision 0. Just because, you know, Exotic Quest. Gotta make some content, man. Aside from that, my name is Mad Scorpion. I will see you in the next video.